Good evening. Welcome to News at 6. I'm Ibukola Osanya. On national news, Amnesty International has accused the Nigerian government of covering up those responsible for the shootings of NSAS protesters at Lekki toll gate and Alausa in Lagos State in October 2020. The organization made the accusation in a press statement issued 100 days after the incident that resulted in the deaths of some protesters. ICE director in Nigeria, Osai Ojio, in the statement also demanded justice for the victims of the shootings. Though the government had denied mass killings during the incidents, Amnesty insisted that 12 persons were killed. Our correspondents report that soldiers had opened fire on the NSAS protesters who converged on Lekki toll gate to demand an end to police brutality and bad governance. After several denials, the Nigerian army later confirmed the soldiers were deployed to the scene as requested by the Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu. A representative of the army, Ahmed Taiwo, also told the Lagos State Judicial Panel of Inquiry and Restitution investigating cases of police brutality in the state that soldiers attacked the protesters with blank bullets and live bullets. Still on national news, Ooni of Ife Obadeyeye Ogunwusi has urged popular Yoruba rights activist Sunday Adeyemo, well known as Sunday Igboho, not to take law into his hands. The monarch said it, though Igboho has done well to speak for the downtrodden, it was time he allowed the constituted authority, including the Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde, to take charge and handle the security challenges in the state. Let us be objective. He's been a mouthpiece for the downtrodden. He came up and everybody is listening now, but my advice to him as a traditional ruler is that he needs to be very careful so that the politicians will hijack the whole motive from him. He has done well and we've already praised him, but he shouldn't take laws into his hands. We have the governor there. He's the chief security officer of the state and Mr. President has invited him. Let the right people that have been authorized to do what is right to do. On local news, the Ogun State Governor Dr. Abiodun demolished Akarigbo Market, popularly known as Sabo Market, due to the fire outbreak that happened in the market January 2020 to reconstruct the market. However, since then, no action has been taken. The traders of the market took to the street to take a peaceful walk from the market down to Akarigbo's palace to plead with the necessary authorities to take swift action on the construction of the market. On international news, the German government expects the country to face shortages in its supply of coronavirus shots for at least another 10 weeks. Health Minister Jens Spahn said on Thursday, amid a backlash over the pace of the country's vaccine rollout program, we will experience at least another 10 weeks of coronavirus vaccine shortage. Spahn tweeted, I think that confidence in this crisis can only be achieved if the federal and state governments put together. Spahn's remarks come amid an ongoing dispute between the European Union and drug maker AstraZeneca over vaccine delays which threaten the bloc's fragile recovery from the pandemic. The German health minister has proposed that a vaccination summit be held with all regional German states and federal governments to discuss the way forward and to ensure that Europe gets its fair share of vaccine doses. On sports news, Ojani Gallo has returned to Shanghai Greenland Shenhua after his loan deal with Manchester United came to an end. The former Nigerian international joined the Reds on a temporary basis in January 2020, initially until the end of May. Igalo made an immediate impact at Old Trafford, scoring twice against Derby County in the Emirates FA Cup and registering European League goals versus Club Brugge and last, before the COVID-19 pandemic resulted in the suspension of all football in March. Overall, Igalo made 23 appearances for United, scoring 5 goals. Taking to Instagram, the West Watford man, who is of course a fanatic Herbert, thanked the players, staff and supporters. On entertainment news, a 63-year-old man, Sunday Igboho, has been arrested by men of the Edo State Police Command for defiling a 2-year-old girl. The incident happened in Uronigbe, in Uwomo local government area of the state, where the suspect is a neighbor to the parents of the little girl. Igboho was alleged to have lured the girl into his room and using a loaf of bread, thereafter used his finger to break the hymen while the girl's mother was in the kitchen preparing dinner. It was further gathered that the mother of the child noticed that something was amiss when her daughter screamed while she attempted to bathe her later in the evening. The little girl was said to have described to her mother how Igboho used his finger on a private part, a situation that prompted the mother to raise an alarm that attracted neighbors. The matter was immediately reported at the Ironigbe police station and the suspect arrested before he was later transferred to Abuja Police Division. That will be all on News at 6. For more news updates, follow us on our social media platform on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and YouTube at Officialremotv. You can also visit our website at www.sharemotv.com.ng. I'm Ibukola Osanya. Goodbye.